Well, new today, a trial date has been set in the alleged immigration fraud and money laundering scheme that resulted in FBI sweeps across Louisiana. That's according to court documents from the Western District of Louisiana and the Alexandria Division. Our Colin Vidros joins me now in studio with the latest. Colin, what do we need to know?
Well, Johnny, as you may remember, a business owner, 3 former police chiefs, and a city marshal were all indicted on federal charges back in July. Officials said the men fabricated police reports to document crimes that never occurred, allowing foreign nationals to apply for protected immigration status known as a U visa. Today, we've learned that a trial date has been set for next spring. The trial will be held on March 30th, 2026 at 9 a.m. at the Alexandria Federal Courthouse. A pre-trial conference will be on March 18th, 2026 at 10 a.m. via video teleconference. In total, defendants were indicted on 62 counts of federal charges, which includes charges of money laundering, visa fraud, conspiracy to commit visa fraud, and bribery. The defendants are businessman Chandrakant Lala Patel, former Oakdale Police Chief Chad Doyle, former Oakdale Ward 5 City Marshal Michael Frex Laney, former Glenmore Police Chief Thibaut Onashe, and former Forest Hill Police Chief Glenn Dixon. Now, notably, Patel is the only defendant involved in the federal investigation to have remained behind bars since these arrests because, according to authorities, he is considered a flight risk. Now, if convicted, the defendants could face years in federal prison and possible financial penalties for conspiracy, visa fraud, wire fraud, and money laundering. We'll continue to follow the latest developments as they occur.